Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Check. 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 22. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and 6 at the Texans' 18.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a first down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check it hungry. Motion.
First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. Watch the screen. Down, coming.
Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
Set. 19. Double time. 4 down. Check.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Throwing on third down, Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Scan 300. Scan 300.
41.
Run.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Zoom. Back north.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Hey. High 7.
I got you.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Watson off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
This is it. 19. Check. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 24.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We ain't giving up nothing.
To try again after the sack. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Jones. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A 3rd down gain of 19. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go, let's go. Alert.
On first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
We got this.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
44's the mic, 44's the mic. Check. Let's go.
Again, it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 21 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mike, 44. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there by Gordon. 49 yards.
First down, Texans.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. No. Off.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Check, 59. Here we go. Oh, try. 59. Mike's 59. Here we go, let's bring it. Left hand, let's go.
On third down, Watson flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this throw caught left side. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 41, Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's not going to end in points, but, you consider where this drive started. You probably label it a success.
I do, and I know that without points, it's hard to say that a drive truly was a success. But think of it this way. Changing field position, maybe giving your defense a little bit of a break.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
From the 45 on second down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And, boy, he did all he could, but he's going to finally be stopped a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
It's now fourth down.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
158. Inside. Back north.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Let's get it.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Motion, 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 motion. Comes out the helmet. Here we go, here we go.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Right, check. 59. On the ball.
First down, Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
All day. Fofo's the mic. Mike Fofo. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, 59.
To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Check 52. Go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And he can't get a throw-off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whitney merciless in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamie Collins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Check it back, check it back.
Throwing now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily